Hey guys, week in and week out, I have the distinct privilege of sharing with you the good news of the gospel, and it is indeed good news. And as fantastic as that is in this setting, this larger group setting that we call worship, incorporation of this, of the good news of the gospel into our lives actually oftentimes happens in a much different setting, a smaller group setting. And so here at Wilson, our goal is to encourage everybody to get connected with and find themselves a part of what we call life groups. We want people to get out of rows and into circles and to spend a time together on a weekly basis, to grow together as a community and to incorporate the truths of the gospel into our very lives. I could spend all day talking about my experiences and how fantastic I think all of this is, but I want you to hear from some of the very people who are a part of a life group or life groups at the present time. So let's listen up and hear some of their stories.
Good. So the September launch came up shortly after we started coming to Wilson, and we thought it would be a great way to get to know more people, and had never been a part of something called a life group, so we just thought we'd go to the launch and see what it was about.
I think it's human nature to be reluctant to try something like this.
Instead of just seeing somebody on Sunday and not really knowing names and people, this is a group of 5 other couples that we connect with not only once a week when we meet on Thursdays, but we look forward to seeing them on Sunday and checking in with them and see how their week's been going.
Our group's just going on 3 years. October will be 3 years. The reason we've stayed is we've just developed great friendships, great relationships. We just love the people in our group.
For me, growing spiritually in our life group has been probably one of the main focuses for me, to see a lot of mature experiences with the gospel and sharing those in a risk-free environment, you might say. And so I learn something new every week.
We've studied some fun books, Ruth, Esther, the Book of Acts, and we go at the pace that works best for our group.
And I think it's really meaningful in the way that we go through the study that we do.
No, you have to be willing to just share of yourselves. And
if you don't like your life group, get a new life group. You don't have to, I don't think anybody at this church is saying once you're in a life group you have to stay with them. It may not be the right fit,
right,
but you don't know until you try. And you will develop great relationships.
In our life group, we have a couple of retired pastors and people that have really been in a relationship with Christ for a very long time at a very deep level. So the responses and the interactions that we have are very refreshing, and it's nice to see.
Well, I was just going to say, the more you put into this life group, the more you'll get out of it.
Church and religion for me had always been very private and personal. So the life group actually has been reassuring and comforting to have a group of people that you connect with that deeply. So maybe scary to try it, but certainly, I mean, it's like a normal part of our lives now.
So if you're not yet connected in a life group, you've got the opportunity on September 16th at 7 o'clock to come to our life group launch. There we'll give people and groups the chance to gather for the first time, to explore, to sort of see what life group life is like. So I just want to encourage you. I want to challenge you to get connected, to become a part of something that will literally change your life. So hope to see you there.